Hey, now it's the Rob from 106.1 KISS FM here with my 16-bit colleague.
Hey guys, it's Steve, web contributor to 1061evansville.com, and we're the only two guys to crash through the ESRB table.
Yes, we've crashed right through that table. Still, the best dressed podcast on the internet, I feel like, Steve. Yep. Well, we broadcast here in downtown Evansville, Indiana. We appreciate you watching wherever you happen to be watching from. And it is a very special time of the year, Steve. It is wrestling season.
Yes, it is.
We have WWE SmackDown coming to the Ford Center. I know I speak for both of us when I say we're both big fans of wrestling.
Huge.
I wanted to have Kofi Kingston here in the studio on the 16-bit Superstars. However, we got a chance to interview them on the morning show. We did not get a chance to have them here on this podcast, but I did want to show a few excerpts of the New Day WWE Tag Team Champions Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods talking about their love of video games. Did you hear the interview this morning, Steve?
I did.
So they have, you can tell, a deep appreciation for video games.
Yes.
You know, and I mentioned in the interview what my favorite game of all time is. Kofi mentions his, Xavier mentions his. Do you have an all-time favorite game, Steve?
It's between Donkey Kong and Mortal Kombat. Donkey Kong was my first great love, but Mortal Kombat just kind of over the years, they just kind of taken over that.
I believe it was one of the two mentioned. Was it Kofi or Xavier who mentioned Mortal Kombat being their favorite game?
I know they both mentioned it. I think Kofi said that was his.
So that's very cool. I do love Mortal Kombat. It might fall in my top 30, but it's not my #1 favorite. But let's talk to Kofi. We'll talk to Big E in the studio as well, and Xavier Woods about their favorite video games.
When I'm finished wrestling, I'll work with children dealing with autism.
That is exceptional.
And I'll probably open a video game store as well. So, you know, a little bit of therapy, a little bit of gaming.
Kat, you know that's one thing I'm about to go crazy on.
Side of things?
Because I know I've read interviews with you and Nintendo Power.
Indeed.
So you're a big video game fan, aren't you?
I'm a very big video game fan. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but you know, ever since my son was born, I have not had a whole lot of time to play video games. Obviously, it's
why I have no kids.
Well worth. You know, the sacrifice has been well worth it, and then some. But yes, actually, Xavier here brings a what's called a games case on the road. So there's a PS4 and LCD screen in, and he has like Mortal Kombat and all these games that we get to actually play on the road. We played Mortal Kombat for like an hour and a half the other day.
Mortal Kombat 10?
Yes.
Mortal Kombat
X.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat X.
I keep forgetting X's. I screw up all my X sounds.
I know. You got something against X.
Mortal Kombat's the only game that I was ever able to play because I can button mash.
Yes.
I'm hoping one of you
it.
brought your 3DS because I bring it everywhere I go to get my friends.
He's not kidding.
Got your 3DS on? There it is.
Okay.
You gotta look at you in a satchel? Too?
Yeah, I've got
Look
and
at
it's a Club
Little pouch.
Nintendo satchel.
What are you playing?
Let's see, Codename Steam's in there right now.
Okay.
Ever play that?
No, I have not.
It's pretty cool. We'll get to that in a second. What?
All right.
So you play games too, Xavier?
He's a gamer.
Of course.
He's a gamer.
Big E, do you game?
I'm a very casual gamer. Unfortunately, these two are so much better than me that it's embarrassing. So
See, I'm with you. That's exactly where I'm at. I'm like, I just look bad.
Yeah. So I'm a closet gamer at best.
SmackDown's coming to the Ford Center tonight in Evansville. It's going to be an awesome show. It starts at 7. Tickets are still on sale for as low as $15. So what games did you grow up playing? Were you an NES kid?
I was, specifically NES, Super NES, and then when PlayStation came out, I was a PlayStation guy, and then Xbox came out, and I tried to boycott Xbox
I'm
and
the
be
same
a
way.
PlayStation guy.
I'm
But
a
then
PS4
actually,
guy.
Zack Ryder, I got, he sold me his Xbox for like peanuts. So I had no choice but to buy it in developmental in Atlanta, and became an Xbox guy, you know? So, yeah, I've been a gamer since I was just a wee lad.
So what would you say all-time favorite game?
All-time favorite game has got to be the Mortal Kombat franchise. I can't really put you know, I mean, like, gaming at that point in time was amazing, you know, when Mortal Kombat came out, I mean, with all the controversy, and it was kind of like, you know, like, you had all these, like, people on the news and these adults, you know, crushing games and saying that, oh, no, this is too violent for kids, and we were, like, rebelling against the cause and all this, and just,
dude, I was there.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
I'm 31. Can I ask how old you are?
I am 33.
Okay, so we're in
my prime.
We're in that same
my prime,
time.
actually. Yes.
What about you, Xavier? What's your favorite game? All time.
My favorite game of all time would have to be Mario Kart Double Dash.
Oh, that's the GameCube one.
Yes.
I have every Mario Kart game.
It is the greatest game of all time. That to me is tied with a game called Nights into Dreams for Sega Saturn. You play as this knight who's in these kids' dreams, and you fly around, you defeat these monsters, but it's got an amazing soundtrack, very soothing. Those are my two top games. And everything else, play literally everything. Right now, Final Fantasy 14 is consuming my life.
I beat 13. I haven't gotten 14
13 is great. 14 is an MMO, so it's essentially World of Warcraft, but just with Final Fantasy. And so I've got a level 48 bard.
No kidding.
I'm kind of in.
An impressive bard.
Very impressive.
For the record.
Biggie, are you completely lost right now? Man, I'm so confused.
I understand. I've heard some of these terms. As far as what they mean, I'm often...
All right, cool. Yep. I don't feel so bad now.
A bard is basically Fandango. That's essentially what a bard is, right? For someone who sings and dances.
I don't need to do it, do I? Don't make me do it.
Oh, please do it.
For the record, A Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past.
Okay, so talking about Legend of Zelda, I actually have a Triforce tattoo on my
I didn't even know
forearm.
that. Oh my goodness, you do.
Courage, power, wisdom. So just so everyone knows,
Nice.
it's a real thing. Video games are the greatest thing on the planet, and no one can say otherwise. Because there's no ground for it.
I agree. It's the best storytelling medium of all time.
Exactly. Put a controller in your hand, kids.
And number 2 is the first Resident Evil. My all-time favorite.
First Resident Evil is very good.
So there you go.
Good.
So a big thank you once again to Kofi Kingston, Big E, and Xavier Woods from the New Day and WWE. And this leads us to our next week conversation, Steve. Next week we will talk about the evolution of wrestling video games.
Yes.
It feels like this has been a long time coming.
Oh, yeah.
As big wrestling fans, this is a conversation that we need to have.
Yes.
So make sure you watch next week and a conversation about wrestling video games. Once again, thank you WWE, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, and Big E. And we'll talk to you again next week with wrestling video games.
Thanks, guys.